Hello, Haku. Are you gonna join my video? Oh, okay, bye. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Liddy and today I have a very special unboxing for you. I made a first order on SciFier. SciFier.com is a new manga website in the UK and they have really unbeatable prices. And it came up initially on the Dudettes Discord where people were searching for manga that they wanted and they found this website with like super cheap prices, and we thought, oh, it looks a bit dodgy because it's like so cheap. But then we found out that the address matched the address that was on Books Please, and you know how much we love Books Please. I order from them all the time. So someone on the Discord, Kitsune, one of the mods, decided to message them and was like, hey, are you legit? And then they wrote back and say, yeah, it's legit. This is like one of our partnered websites, new ones that we're trying to launch. And then we're like, oh, okay, it seems legit. So a lot of the people on there made some orders and they received their orders all great. So, and I know Cake Tins has also made an unboxing video. Go check that out. It's pretty epic. And yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna treat myself. I haven't ordered any manga in like 2 months because of Haku's health, and I was like saving money for him, but I decided to make an order on PayPal. And yeah, so I'm really excited. I ordered quite a few of the volumes that I've been really wanting, but obviously held back so that I could save enough for Haku's health bills. But yeah, I'm super excited to unbox this, and I also have a 10% discount code that you can use to get 10% off your order. So you can use the code here, Liddy Reads, for 10% off all your orders on top of any kind of points that you get when you do make your order. So if you make an order on an account, so make sure to sign up, and then you can get points for making orders, and then you can use those points on top of the discount code, so then it's like even more cheaper. So yeah, that's really good. So definitely use my code and it will help me out as well a little bit if you use it. So yeah, super excited, and let's just get unboxing. All right, I'm gonna try not to look at what's in here so that I can be a little bit surprised. And then, hopefully, ooh, very cool packaging. Got loads of bubble wrap on the top, and got like lots of bubble wrap here. Try not to look. I think I got some bookmarks. So these are the SciFier bookmarks, and then there's like a few packages here. Alright, let's see what we have on the top here. So we've got, so we've got the White Cat's Revenge The White Cat's Revenge as plotted from the Dragon King's lap. So this one is a really cute isekai. I've read 1 to 3, and the 4th volume has taken very long to actually release. I think it's been like a good few months. I love the spines, I love the cover. It's very like watercolor style. But this one is basically about an isekai where this girl gets isekai'd into another world with one of her childhood friends. The childhood friend is like really annoying and really clingy to this girl and always tries to like follow her and like copy her, and she gets really annoyed by this girl, and basically she actually has really like strong powers in this world, and so she can control like these little fairies because the fairies are attracted to her, and these little fairies grant her like magical abilities because they basically do whatever she wants. But then she also gets this mysterious bracelet that helps turn her into this cat, and then she meets like this king of this other land, and I think there's like a war going on between them, so that's why something happens here, and she's trying to like stop the war from happening because her friend is basically causing this war to happen. So you can see like the kitten here, she's really cute. But yeah, it's quite, I think I'm not explaining this story very well, but I really like it. If you like isekai, you'll definitely like this. It's kind of like a shoujo isekai, so it doesn't have all those like harem stuff. If you don't like that stuff, I mean, if you like it, yeah, it's not in here. So I feel like a lot of isekai has a big kind of stigma where everyone thinks that it's like a harem or it's kind of like got fan service, but yeah, this is a shoujo isekai and it's really good. I really like it. I'm excited to see what happens next. And the next one we have, so we got My Girlfriend's Child. So this one I really wanted to read, mainly because a lot of people on YouTube as well as Instagram have been talking about how well done the story is. So it's basically about teen pregnancy, and it kind of follows this couple in their like days of how they're gonna deal with her becoming pregnant basically as a teenager. And I heard the art style is really lovely, and like in terms of like the story, it's handled really well, so I'm quite excited to read this. And a lot of people have said it's handled quite well, so I'm hoping that they are right, because this kind of subject is very sensitive, so I don't really want it to be too rough in terms of the way they handled it. So yeah, excited to try this one. And then we have oh my gosh, The Savior's Book Cafe Story in Another World. This is the final volume. I really love this series, and I know a lot of people on booktube do love it. It's also a shoujo isekai. This girl gets isekai'd into another world and she's not super excited about it. She's like, oh, do I have to go? And the guy's like, but you should be excited to be going into another world. And then she's like, okay, well, can I have like all these superpowers? And then he's just like, yeah, I guess so. And then so she goes into this world, super like powerful, but all she wants to do is set up a cafe and read lots of books. So that's kind of what happens. And then she meets this man who visits her cafe, and they kind of start getting to know each other. Well, from this cover you can kind of tell what happens, but yeah, it's really good. I really love it, and yeah, excited to see what happens and how it all wraps up. And then we have, oh my gosh, okay, so I just got We Can't Do Just Plain Love. This one is really nice and matte, very nice. So this one was really hyped on Book Talk. Basically, there is a creator on there that absolutely loves this and this character Kiritani. Basically, this is about a girl who has I think she also has a smell fetish, kind of like Sweat and Soap. This is kind of like Sweat and Soap but adult version. And this guy, I think he has like an issue where he gets aroused like super easily if he's around women. So they end up doing like a deal where they start like having a intimate relationship to try and cure him of his kind of issue where he gets like aroused all the time just being around women. So that's kind of how it is. And you can kind of tell with this where I'm sure they're gonna start like probably developing feelings for each other. I won't open it any further than that, but the art style is gorgeous. Look at this colored page. Super excited to read this. We'll see if I like it. And then we have, oh my god, Acid Town by Kyugo. When I used to read manga back in the day online, because a lot of the physical releases obviously went around, I think I read this one or a lot of Kyugo's works online, and I absolutely love her work, mainly because it's very dark, it's quite gritty, and I kind of like that. It gives me like Koyonada vibes if you've read Koyonada's work. And I think this one is also about like gangs and stuff. Probably like, yeah, mature themes. But I'm super excited to read this and have this in my collection. I've been really excited to physically own one of Kyugo's works because I've loved their works for a very long time. And yeah, so excited to have this in my collection. And then we have, oh my gosh, Cherry Magic Volume 7. I've been wanting to get this for ages. So this came out like ages ago. I think it was like 2 months ago, but obviously because I was saving money for Haku's vet bills, I just didn't get any. I pretty much cancelled all my pre-orders on Forbidden Planet the day Haku got ill, and I took him to the vet because I was like, I don't want any money coming out of my bank account right now when I need to save up for his vet bills. So yeah, I cancelled them all, and this one I was really sad because I was so looking forward to this series. I'm up to date with this series in terms of what's out, and this will be a new volume for me to read, and I'm so excited because the end of the last volume was a cliffhanger, and so I'm super excited to read this. It's so cute. I love their relationship, and this is probably one of my all-time top favorite BL series. It's very wholesome, so if you're into like, if you're not into anything like graphic and you want to like ease yourself into BL, definitely try this one. I know the title is really weird and strange, but it's very, very wholesome, and it has like no mature themes. Considering it says mature, it doesn't have anything. And it's basically about two office workers. This guy is really popular. This guy's kind of like a loser, and he's not very good at his job, but he is basically turns 30, and once he turns 30, he gets the power to read people's minds when he touches them. And then he kind of bumps into this guy accidentally on the elevator when he gets those powers, and then he ends up reading his thoughts and realizing that this guy has always had a crush on him. So they kind of start getting closer, and then because he can kind of use his powers to read minds, he becomes a little bit more thoughtful, a little bit more confident, and yeah, he starts excelling at work, and then their relationship kind of deepens, and it's just like really, really cute. I love this so much. Definitely, if you're thinking of getting one BL manga, get this one. And then we have A Sign of Affection. So I actually haven't continued reading this, even though I super love it. I've been kind of savoring it because I think it went on hiatus for a bit, and also the releases in general are really slow. But this, oh my god, they always have like beautiful, stunning cover art, inside colored pages. But this is like one of the best Sumo works that have been coming out in terms of, I think most of her work is licensed now, but this one is probably her best work. I didn't really like Cake. Also, I'm saying her, but it's a duo, sorry. So this duo, they did Shortcake Cake. I didn't really like that one. Like a Butterfly just came out, and I'm not sure if I'll be getting it because it is an older series, so I'm not sure if I'll gel with it. But this one is really sweet. But it's basically about Yuki, a girl who's deaf, and she meets this guy, Itsuomi, on the train because a foreigner is trying to ask her for directions, but obviously because she's deaf, she can't hear him, and this guy kind of comes to, you know, her rescue, and it's like does the translating for him, and then yeah, they kind of meet there, and she does get infatuated by him because he is like, you know, handsome, like who wouldn't. But yeah, she's really sweet, she's just so innocent, and they kind of get closer because she finds out her friend knows someone who knows him, and yeah, their relationship starts developing. It develops quite quickly actually, so if you're looking for a shoujo romance that doesn't like drag things out and it like takes them 10 years to get together, then I would recommend trying this one, and it's just very sweet. Oh, and also the anime was announced for this, which I'm super excited about, and the trailer came out and it looks absolutely stunning, so really excited to continue. And then we've got, ooh, wow, so March comes in like a lion. This has like those French flaps, looks stunning. Oh my gosh, it looks so well made. This is by Dempa, I think. Yeah, so Dempa Books did also a manga that I read. I think it was one of those vampire ones, the GL one, that also had French flaps. It was really well done. But this one is by Chika Umino, and it's by the same person who did Honey and Clover. If you guys know Honey and Clover, it was like a really popular anime back in the day, and I absolutely love that anime, and I think it never continued. I don't remember if it had an ending, but this is by the same author. I'm not 100% sure what this one is about, but I'm hoping, because I loved Honey and Clover, I will like this one as well. Tell me if you've been reading this and if you've been enjoying it. And then we've got... oh, it's a thick one. Yes. Okay, so we got Story of Seven Lives. This one is the complete edition in the omnibus format, and it looks stunning. It looks really good. But basically, I got this because it's about cats, and obviously I love cats, so I had to get it, and it was a really good price on SciFier. Honestly, they have unbeatable prices on there, so definitely check it out for sure. And with the 10% off, you're gonna get a major bargain. Like Viz Media volumes on there are under £5 sometimes, or like £5, which like £5.50, which with the 10% discount code you're gonna get it for basically £5. So definitely check it out. But this one, I think, is about just some of the lives of these cats, and yeah, I'm really... oh no, I think it's about a house cat who was later ended up on the streets because of a tragedy. Oh my god, this could be sad, isn't it? I'm gonna have to prepare myself. Am I emotionally ready to be crying about cats when I was already like a month ago? But yeah, excited to have this. And then, oh my god, we still got loads more. Ooh, okay. So I got the Dragon King's Imperial Wrath, falling in love with the bookish princess of the Rat Clan. This one looks stunning. Does it have a colored page? Ooh, that guy looks good. But this one, I actually had it pre-ordered, but I cancelled it, obviously, as I said before. But this one looks so nice. Crouching Rat Hidden Dragon. Play on the Crouching Tiger Hidden Dragon. I am excited to have this. Honestly, not 100% sure what it's about, but it does look like a kind of imperial palace setting, or kind of a historical setting from like China or Asia. So obviously I had to get it because I love those kind of settings and stories, so definitely had to get it. It looks stunning. I'm definitely going to read it ASAP. And we've got a nice little stack building up here, and we've still got, I think this is the, no, we still got two more in this pile, and then we're going to move on to the second pile, so it's a lot. Oh, okay, so a bit of a different one, but I got Reborn as a vending machine. Now I Wander the Dungeon. So the sole reason why I got this is because I watched loads of Kate Tins Does Manga's Isekai videos that she put out during Isekai month, which was in June. And she talked about this, and she explained it so well that it made me want to buy it. And I feel like that's the charm of her videos, is that she can talk about something that I would never have been interested in, but then I would want to buy it. And this is one of them. And it's basically a guy who gets isekai'd as a vending machine, and then he goes around and like provides drinks and stuff that people in that world have never been able to have before, and it just sounds really fun, so I decided to get it. Yeah, looks really cute. And then last one in this pile. Ooh, okay, so What He Who Doesn't Believe in Fate Says. This one is also one that I'm not 100% sure about what it's about, but I know it's about like the red ring of destiny. So there is a kind of cultural like myth that I think it's like a myth, or it's kind of like a cultural, I don't know, like something in Japan where apparently there is a red thread that ties you to this one specific person that you are fated to be with, and it's also obviously you can't see it in the real world, but there is like an underlying thread that ties you to one person. And I feel like it's probably about that, where this person doesn't believe in that type of like myth, and he is kind of like probably skeptical about it basically. But yeah, super excited to try it. It's super thin though, so I'm glad I got it for a really good price on SciFier. Alright, oh my god, what the heck? I got like 1 billion bookmarks. Oh my god, wait, let me count them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 29 bookmarks. And then obviously the 3 here. So that's like 32 bookmarks. Holy crap. That's an insane amount of bookmarks. If you want lots of bookmarks, definitely order from SciFier. Yeah, wow. Alright, next parcel. Oh my god. This is so exciting. I feel like I've never unboxed like a whole package of manga in one go before. Alright, let's see what we've got. So we've got, this one's chunky. Oh, wow, it's thick, this one. So we got Villains Are Destined to Die Volume 3. This looks stunning. Honestly, I haven't read this yet. I really should get onto it. I feel like I say that so much where I'm like, I haven't read it yet. But this is like a manhwa. And I think it's a villainous manhwa. And I think it's kind of like a video game kind of concept where there are like levels to it, where there's like hard, medium and stuff like that. And I think she has to like tackle those kind of stories, scenarios. And there's probably some evil people and good looking people, obviously. Holy shit, this guy looks stunning. The art is amazing. Obviously it's IZ Press. They're releasing some amazing manhwas and I have to collect them all because I need to support my manhwa industry, obviously. So yeah, love that. And then we have, ooh, so we got the Yakuza's Bias. This one I basically got because I really like stories about Yakuzas doing random stuff. Like random mundane things, and I think this one is about him basically having like, you know when you have like a K-pop idol bias, he has like this K-pop idol, gets into the K-pop loving industry. Oh wow, it's like very shiny as well. I don't know if it's K-pop or J-pop. Oh no, it is K-pop. So he gets kind of dragged into like a K-pop concert and then falls in love with one of the idols and it starts becoming like a K-pop stan basically, and I think it just sounds so fun, so I had to get it. And then we've got, ooh, okay, so I've been wanting this for a while but and ahed about it because it's so bloody thin and it was like £8 plus everywhere I looked. And I think I got this for like $7.99, so that's a bargain. But it's My Stepmother and Stepsisters Aren't Wicked. I think this is like a play on Cinderella's story, but then the stepmother and stepsisters are actually like really nice to her. So I was like, that sounds really fun. So I got it. And then we've got Old Fashioned Cupcake by Sagan Scan. So I've heard some lovely things about this story. Apparently it is just a very sweet and, you know, whimsical slice of life story about a couple, a male couple, and I think it has like food. And yeah, I've heard a lot of people really enjoy this one, and it has a lot of really good reviews before it even got licensed, so I'm super looking forward to seeing how lovely this one is. And then we've got, ooh, volume 4 of In the Clear Moonlit Dusk. This cover is stunning as always with Mika Yamamori's artwork. It's stunning, and just the color palette is looking really nice, and yeah, the art style is really nice. But yeah, this one I also haven't continued reading past volumes 1. I have talked about my thoughts on this series in my previous videos, but I mean, it was quite cheap on SciFier and I was doing an order, so I was like, might as well add it in, because they actually do £1.99 shipping for any amount of books. So I think to get the most out of your shipping costs, to order more. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I think I will stop collecting this until I read any more further ahead and see how I feel about it. And then I've got, oh, A Condition Called Love. This one is also a manga that I'm not 100% sure about, but it is really sweet, and I'm also very intrigued to see how it develops, so I ended up getting it. And also it was like £6, which is amazing for a Kodansha volume. Like Kodansha volumes are like now nearly £11-12 retail price, and I got it for like £6, which is amazing. That's how cheap SciFier is. And yeah, stunning cover. Really excited to continue it. And then I got, ooh, wow, this one's really thick too. So this one is Who Made Me a Princess. This one looks stunning. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm super excited to try this one. I've really wanted this one, but also it was super expensive, but I found it cheaper on SciFier. And this one is also a story kind of like the emperor's daughter, where she gets reincarnated into her younger self or a younger person, and she starts to relive her life the way she wants to rather than how it was before. I think she tries to redoes her life with the knowledge that she knows from her previous one. So I really like that concept of like, I have all this knowledge and now I'm going to try to rewrite my wrongs and things like that. So super excited. Stunning. Looks really good. Really good quality. And then got Cinderella Closet, and this one, it looks super cute. I know Cadence collects on YouTube as well as Instagram, was saying how she really likes this, and I feel like it is probably like one of those, obviously like a Cinderella story where they transform her into like someone else, or like a little bit more like accentuating her natural features, hopefully that is. But it kind of says like Haruka is a plain Jane who left the countryside, and I think she's secretly in love with someone, but she lacks the self-confidence. Oh, so they're kind of like glamming her up so that they can build up her confidence. I hope they don't change her too much to make her into someone like completely different, and it's just kind of helping with her confidence. That would be a lot more nicer, because I don't really like those stories where, you know, people are trying to like completely change themselves for a man. So yeah, but yeah, excited to have this. And then we've got so much. Oh my gosh. Though I am an inept villainess, the tale of the butterfly wrap body swap in the maiden court. This one I'm super stoked to have. This one is an amazing villainess. It also has palace court intrigue as well as those kind of elements like court drama, which I absolutely love, as I've said before. And this one looks stunning. But I've read the first volume and I absolutely adored it, because it has a very self-sufficient heroine, and I love when manga has self-sufficient heroines where they kind of just take their life by the reins and does whatever they can to make it, you know, what it is, because, you know, they've been put in like a crap situation, but they just make the most of it. And I feel like this is what the heroine does here. But basically the heroine is kind of favored by the emperor, and there's another like court lady, this person who's like really jealous of her, so she like uses dark magic to swap bodies, but then realizes that the emperor's favorite court lady is actually quite poorly and sickly, and she like has no energy to do anything, and she also has like a really crazy schedule. So the person who did the body swap realizes that maybe the emperor's favorite court lady's life is not as easy as she thought it was, and whereas the girl who got swapped is like living life to the fullest because she can eat anything she wants, and she's like living the best of her life now in this new like healthier body. So she starts like making a farm, and it's really cute, and I super love it. I just love stories like this. Yeah, excited to see what happens, and if they ever return back into their old bodies. And we still got, I think we've got two more, but we have, oh my god, another favorite of mine that I've been so excited to read but obviously haven't been able to purchase is Seventh Time Loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. This one, I've read it up to date of what I have, and this is the newest volume, and it is so good. This one like makes your heart flutter, and This one is more like a time loop story rather than an isekai, but I've explained this story many times in my previous videos because I always talk about how much I love it. But gets rejected by her fiance, then like she gets kind of banished, and then she tries to like live her life sufficiently, so she becomes like a merchant and then makes lots of money. But then every time she turns 20, she gets killed by the same person and reverts back to the day that she got rejected again. And then every time she does that, her life over again, she does something different with it. So she tries to become, so with the first life she's a merchant, then the second life she becomes like a fighter, and then another one like she's like a head maid and stuff like that. But then she always ends up dying by the hands of this man. So then later on in her 7th life, she's like, you know what, I just want to relax. And then she catches the eye of this guy when she like jumps off a building and like lands perfectly, and he's like, oh, this girl is really interesting. And then he ends up proposing to her, and then she's just like, you know what, I'm gonna say yes, and then hopefully if I like really friendly with this man, he won't kill me and I'll be able to actually live my life past 20. So that's kind of where it's happening. And then she's trying to like do lots of things in the palace now that she's like gonna become like a higher noble person. And yeah, she's just very self-sufficient, very clever, and I really love that about this story. She's not just like laying on her laurels. Even though she wants to live a carefree life, she does really try hard at like improving like the lives of like society and things like that, and just love it. I'm super excited to see what happens in this volume. And then the last volume we've got, yeah, that's definitely the last volume. Ooh, okay, we've got the Remarried Empress volume 3. I am actually further ahead in the story, I think, than these volumes, because I read them on the app because I was super engrossed into the story when I read the first volume. After I read the first volume, I was like, you know what, I want to know what happens next. So then I started reading online, and it is intense. This is really good. It's like very much like court intrigue, as well as lots of annoying characters that really grind your gears. But I'm super excited to see what happens, and the art in here is stunning. And the main character is also very self-sufficient, which I love so much. You can kind of see a pattern here where I really like self-sufficient female characters in my stories, and this one is one of them. I definitely recommend this. This one is also a manhwa by iZpress. Super stoked to have this one in my collection. So here is everything I got from SciFier. Oh my goodness, it's an amazing haul. I got loads of volume 1s to try because they had them on so good prices, so I couldn't resist. But so stoked to have all of these in my collection, and I can't wait to read them all. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and a comment, as well as subscribe if you enjoyed this video as well. As I mentioned before, make sure to use my code on SciFier for 10% off. I'll put it here again, but it's Liddy Reads, and you can get 10% off your order on top of some really good deals that you can find. And they have lots of new stock as well, so it's super exciting. And yeah, definitely check it out. Thank you again always for supporting and watching my videos. It really makes my day, and all your comments below as well. I try to answer them all, so it's really lovely speaking with all of you and seeing what you're reading and collecting. But yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye. Here's Haku enjoying his SciFier box too. Aren't you, Haku? Aren't you, darling? Like the box?